Hello, welcome to this short video. My name is Jose Castañeda, and I will be talking to you a little bit about my essay, which is how can we get the best version of an English teacher, or like how would be the perfect English teacher. So I've written here some main ideas like in my post-it, so I'll be just going like one by one to make it this really brief because I love talking. So the first one says, I consider that to be the perfect English teacher, we do need to have multiple attributes, approaches, and of course, a good knowledge. But not being about, oh, I'm the best in English because I know everything, I never miss a word, I never miss a question, I always got the answer for everything. Not really. So as teachers, we're always seen as the role model, the source of wisdom, the person that's going to help you or guide you throughout your learning process to achieve a specific goal. So let's start with the first point that for me is effective communication abilities. So it's key that we are able to communicate effectively, and that doesn't mean just being like fluent when talking, but knowing what to say so that when I talk to you, you can understand me, that I'm not so technical or that I don't talk so fast that you go like, what did she say? Did she say something? I'm just missing everything. So we do need to have effective communication abilities because this is the first point to actually be a good or a successful English teacher. Not only because English is a language, so of course we need to have like really good communication skills, but also because the complexity of the language, the syntax, the vocabulary, all the thing that goes behind the word English is something complex. And we gotta be able to address that in the best way possible so that I can teach that to my students and make it understandable. Like they are able to participate, to understand what I'm saying, to get excited, to be like, oh, this is good. Like I thought this was something really technical, but now I get it. So that's the first point. The second point for me that makes an English teacher, the perfect English teacher, perfect, is gonna be flexibility. So flexibility is not only that, oh, okay, I can do my class tomorrow or I can do my class shorter. No, but like being able to modify the techniques and the strategies that we are implementing for our lesson plan and for our classes itself. We gotta be aware that every learner is gonna have a very different learning style. Like our students are so different among them all. So we gotta make sure that no student is left behind. I gotta make sure that when I'm preparing my classes, when I'm teaching my classes, they all gotta feel like, oh, I'm part of this. Oh, I don't understand the same way she does, but I'm still able to feel that the teacher is taking me into account. So we actually have to put like that passion, that fire, that life to our class, and we gotta reflect on them like, I'm enthusiastic, I want you to learn, I want you to actually succeed, and I'm here because I want to contagiate you with my knowledge, with my happiness, with my passion. And of course that's going to be inspiring for them, and therefore we're going to be more successful when teaching the language, when learning it also. The other point for me is patience and empathy. So these are the two keys to have a nurturing and safe learning environment. And the environment of the class is literally everything. So if my students don't feel comfortable or safe in the class, they're not going to participate, they're not even going to join, they are never going to be like having a good attitude towards the topic, because it's not always going to be easy. But if they don't feel like, oh, I'm comfortable, oh, I can ask something, oh, I didn't understand this, but I know I can just ask that and it's going to be okay. So if we don't provide them that support and encouragement with compassion and understanding, we are not going to be able to foster that confidence on them, and therefore on us and our abilities. So being the best English teacher also involves being patient, being empathic, and being creative. more than anything, I will say patience, because as I said before, students are such a world. Like, I can have 10 students, I will have 10 different worlds, 10 different planets. So of course it's demanding, and we gotta be aware, like, okay, I got this. Just breathe in, breathe out. They're all different. They all got good things and areas of opportunity. I just gotta identify in each one of them. How can I help them? How can my lesson plan go to each one of them? Because they are all my class, not just the best, not just the one that learn when writing something, not just the one that learn when speaking something. They are all a group, so they are all my class. So I gotta be aware, okay, I have to make them feel like that, because that's it. And we're teachers because of them. Like, our purpose is basically helping them, being like, I know you can do it, bringing out the best of each one of them, because that's actually possible. Now, the other one is wide range of resources and methods. So I think this is super important, because we are not only going to stick to the student book, the classic workbook, or some like worksheets. No, we actually gotta go the extra mile. More than anything, because we're in the 21st century. Like, we've got a lot of technology like this. So we just gotta make sure, okay, I'm taking advantage, and I'm making the most of every single resource I can get. So like, I don't know, multimedia presentations, real world applications, role plays, scripts, clips of movies, of series. Like, we just gotta make the learning process attractive for them. We cannot just go with, oh, okay, this is the reading comprehension test, that's it. Or, okay, we're just gonna complete page number 20 of the student book, exercise 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's it. No, we gotta be dynamic. We gotta be innovative. We gotta be creative. Because if we're not able to catch our students' attention, we're never gonna be able to actually teach them. Like, I can just be here talking for 1, 2, 3, 4 hours. They're never gonna understand anything. Because when we go with the theory, that's like the most dense or complex part, we actually gotta put that into practice. So it doesn't matter if they know, okay, simple present goes subject, verb, and complement, and if it's he, she, or it, the verb has to go with s at the very end, or es or ies. Okay, good. So what? They actually need to be aware of how to put that into practice. How do real, like, native English speakers use present simple in their daily lives, in their routines? What is it for? Like, the expressions, the grammar tenses, the adverbs. Like, we just gotta put everything into practice for them to be, oh, this is actually useful. Like, she taught me that, and she also taught me how to use it in my, like, real life. I love it. So I think that's it, like, taking advantage of that and being just, the key is like, this is something that's actually helpful. This is just something you gotta see. This is not just something you gotta learn. This is not just something I have to teach you and you have to learn it because you have to pass an exam. No, we gotta show them the real value that's behind every single thing we teach to them. And finally, to close this was supposed just to be 3 minutes, and it's almost 10 minutes. It's like 8 minutes, and so I really gotta stop. So in summary, the ideal English teacher is just a catalyst for development and transformation. It's not just a knowledge provider. So as I said at the beginning, it's not about knowing everything or being able to answer every single question or to translate every single word they ask us. No, we gotta go way beyond that. We gotta take one class at a time, one student at a time. We gotta inspire them. We gotta empower them. We gotta enrich them. We actually can transform lives through education. We just gotta put our heart into that. So I think with that, I'm just gonna close this video. Well, end this video, end this recording. But yeah, it's just a combination of abilities, knowledge, traits, teaching approaches, and passion. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.